hiking on class field trips, this is the kind of meal that you get served. I mean, you've got your protein from your milk and from the peanut butter and the carbs here in the fruit, so relatively balanced.
And the one they were having an issue with, I think, was the dinner meal, right?
Exactly.
I don't know how.
This is the breakfast meal. Here,
He's going to dive into that. And these oranges, just as a side note, too, pretty decent looking. I know one of the inmates had complained to Troy that they were a little bit beat up. This one has a little bit of a spot there, so it may depend meal to meal what you get.
I'll taste that.
Andrew's going to go to town on the orange. It smells good.
Smells fresh.
Oh, and Rick's going to town on the peanut butter. What do you think?
Well, I haven't tried it yet. Why not?
There we go. One big bite.
Tastes fine to me.
Tastes normal. I'll try some cookies. How about that?
It tastes like peanut butter.
Okay, so
there you go.
And I love peanut butter.
We're noshy. We may finish it off.
All right. So, yeah, you eat your cookies.
Okay.
We've got a high-flying adventure for you coming up.
It's body type. The high school are going to have the opportunity to kind of come in, and there's going to be, you can mess with the music. You kind of hear that music in the background. They're going to be getting phone calls from outside the car. Somebody will actually have an iPad. They'll be calling them. They'll have
far out into the Pacific in the Baja area, but all in all, we continue to see high pressure dominate our forecast. More warm weather on tap. That said, we are watching an area of low pressure just off the coastline, and as that moves into your Monday, we're going to see the cloud cover once again. But for today and this afternoon, at least a little bit of a break, and that means that those numbers this afternoon are quite a bit warmer than what we saw yesterday at this same time. Take a look at this. 14 degrees warmer right now in Flag, 12 degrees warmer in the Grand Canyon. Same for Safford, 11 degrees warmer right now in Show Low, and also 14 degrees warmer in Douglas. So it feels a little toastier out there today. You're correct. We are seeing numbers on the warmer side. Right now, 72 for Casa Grande, almost at 80 for Yuma, 72 for Lake Havasu. Window Rock, you're at 50 at this hour, and then low 50s for the Grand Canyon, Flagstaff, Winslow, upper 50s Prescott, and mid 60s into Safford. Across the valley, still seeing plenty of 70s for quite a while now, and today was no different, making it to the mid 70s today. We would have had to make it to the 80s to meet the record that we saw set back in 1951, and we will get much closer to that 80-degree mark right here in the valley as we get into of next week. A disturbance closer to the end of that 10-day stretch looks like it could bring those numbers much closer to where we ought to be at this time in the month. We've had a very unseasonably warm January for sure, and an unseasonably cold actually January for a lot of the rest of the country. Take a look at the jet stream. You can just see it beautifully quite well across our map right here, dipping far down south into parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Georgia. Snow continuing to fall into the northern plains at this hour, and that clipper bringing snow through the mid-Atlantic region up into New England. Yet another clipper dropping down tomorrow, and we start to see more cloud cover out there Sunday into Monday. Still going to see those numbers mid-70s, a little bit less toasty than we would be if we didn't have that cloud cover. So you'll notice as things start to change a little bit when we get toward the end of the week, start to get a little bit clearer. That's when those numbers are going to make their way a little bit closer to that 80-degree mark. And then another system making its way into our forecast toward the end of that 10-day stretch. That'll bring those numbers back down into mid-60s. A series of clipper systems have been making their way across the country the past few days. Tomorrow is not going to be an exception. We're going to see another system actually late tonight into tomorrow, bringing another blast of cold air from Canada down into the Great Lakes region, expecting lake effect snow. Temps in Chicago, we're looking at mid-20s there with snow. Just 17 Minneapolis. Bismarck, just 28 degrees tomorrow. A chilly 19 for Boston and Prescott as well, and then 37 for Safford. Tucson, you'll be in the mid-40s overnight. And tomorrow, close to 80 for Yuma, 60 for Prescott, 52 Flagstaff, 68 for Safford, and right here